I am feeling really overwhelmed right now in life. As we approach the end of the year, the chaos just seems to multiply. There's special events, there's work deadlines, holiday prep, and the pressure to finish strong and start 2026 with extreme goals. You know, that whole new year, new me attitude? All I feel right now is tired and overwhelmed. So how do we finish the year strong when we're feeling like getting through the day is hard enough? What does finishing strong actually look like? If you're feeling overwhelmed, you are in the right place this morning. Welcome to episode 30 of Making Mel Health in the Hustle. This podcast is a place where motherhood meets muscle, ambition meets exhaustion, and figuring out how to prioritize my health journey into the insanely beautiful chaos of a busy life is what I talk about. Some days it'll look messy, and other days flawless. But no matter what kind of day I'm having, I can assure you I will tell the truth and do my best to give you some good ideas and insight to help you prioritize your own journey. This morning, I want to talk to you about what strong actually looks like, especially when life feels like overwhelmedness and the pressure to finish the year strong is everywhere. Right now, my calendar is bursting at the seams. I'm squeezing in training when I can. I'm not giving it the attention that I want. I'm hustling to launch a business and trying to be there for friends who are hurting this time of year. I'm managing my daughter's social calendar, and everything seems to have exploded all at once. Tonight, I will be sitting in Orlando for 4 or 5 hours while my daughter attends a concert, and it will be her first concert, and the first real downtime that I've had in weeks. School ended for me weeks ago, but my workload increased and slowing down is coming in the next week, but I'm also feeling a little bit of fear around that. Not because slowing down is scary, but sometimes when you run at breakneck speed, crashing is inevitable, and I don't like to crash. Coach Val always says, "You come first right after me," and I believe that with all of my heart. But my heart for others is big. And there are times currently when I feel torn between supporting others and taking care of me. When you add holiday loneliness and grief, and then the pressure to wrap up the year with a bang, it is extremely easy to feel stretched thin. Does any of this sound familiar? If you're feeling overwhelmed, you are not alone. So let's redefine strong for a minute. We're told that strong means crushing every goal and being everywhere at once and never letting anything slip. But here's the truth. That's not strong at all. It doesn't look like that. Most people that I know would use one of 2 words to describe me right off the bat: strong and kind. And they would be right. But strong, especially in your health journey, looks different at different times. Some days, being strong is just getting out of bed. It's showing up for your family or sending a text to a friend who needs you. Some days, strong is going to look like picking up 300 pounds on the bar and handling all the things. But strong does not fall into only one category of what it can look like. Strong can be messy, tired, and imperfect, and that's okay. During the busy season, self-care can look different too. For me, getting my powerlifting training in is a win, but so is taking a moment to breathe and drink some water. If I miss a workout, I don't beat myself up. Progress is not a straight line, and small wins matter. Small wins may look like keeping a promise to yourself today. It may look like showing up for your kids or just getting out of bed when you didn't want to. Strong may look like getting out and getting some fresh air or connecting with a friend. Celebrate those moments. So the question becomes, how do we navigate being overwhelmed? The first thing is we have to prioritize. Ask yourself what's truly important today, not next week, not next year, today. Currently, I have lists everywhere, all the things that I need to get done. But I have my top 5 priorities at the top of my list. When I did my brain dump onto paper last night, which I do every evening, that was what I did. I prioritized the top 5 to 10 things that need to get done. It looks way different this morning than the jumble that was in my head last night. This morning, I drank my water. I'm now sitting here at my desk with my coffee. And as soon as I finish talking to you, I have my top 5 things ahead. The first one is to stretch, pick up some weights for a quick 20-minute arm workout, and then get a shower. Once those things are accomplished, then I can concentrate on the next priority. Prioritization is huge when you're feeling overwhelmed. It gives you some direction. The second thing is letting go. What is it that you can let go of, release, or postpone? It's okay to say no or show up imperfectly. My plan yesterday was to make jollof rice, and it had to be let go. I just didn't have the time to get it done. So all the things to make it are here at my house waiting, and it'll get done tomorrow because that's when I'm going to have time. And it was a good thing for me to postpone. I needed that for my own sanity and to keep from feeling overwhelmed. A third thing is to ask for help. Lean into your village, your family, your friends, your community. Sometimes supporting a friend means just listening, not fixing. I have 2 friends today that I'm going to be reaching out to help me process through 2 of my most important tasks today. And I know that I can depend on them to support me through the hard and take a few additional tasks off my plate. So thank you, Julie and Wendy. The fourth thing you can do is protect your energy. Schedule downtime, even if it's just a few minutes. You don't have to do it all. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. This evening, while I'm sitting around in Orlando, I will be transferring all of my contacts from my Android phone, my old phone, to the new iPhone I picked up last night. That's right, kids. Mel has converted to the dark side. I'm officially an iPhone user. I'm loving the iPhone after being an Android user for years. And the fact that the phone is purple really helps things. But this is another task that would get dropped if necessary. So if you call me and I ask, who is this? You will know why. Your phone number isn't yet in my new phone. So here's the point. Finishing the year strong doesn't mean burning out. It doesn't have to look the way that people think it needs to look. It means honoring your journey, listening to your body, and doing what you can with what you have. Sometimes strong looks like resting or letting go of something that isn't serving you anymore. So what does strong look like for you? I'm going to ask you that in a minute. But here's another plan that I have for myself tonight when I have some time to kill. I heard a friend talk about a journaling exercise where you write down an end of the year kind of recap. And the focus is what made last year harder than it had to be. I thought this is a really good exercise until I sat down to do it. And then I decided I needed a little bit something different. So my plan, in the spirit of finishing things strong, is this, a little reframe. Tonight, I'm going to make a list of all the things I did this year that made my year even better and stronger than it ever would have been and how I can harness all of that energy, every single speck of it, to make next year my best chapter yet. I believe that will help me finish the year strong, in the midst of the busy, in the middle of the messy, in the midst of being overwhelmed. Because here's what I know about me. I am truly an optimist. My head is often in the clouds. I'm a dreamer and a believer that all big things are possible. But another thing I know about me is that when I set my mind to something, I can make big things happen. And I have made some pretty big things happen this year. Things that are hard and seem impossible to me initially have been overcome. And I also know that when I'm inspired, I am unstoppable. So I'm going to spend this evening looking at each month of 2025 as a rewind and looking for the victory that I had in each month, the action that propelled me forward, and maybe the movement outside the edge of my comfort zone where Coach Val says life begins. I'm going to make a list of all the things I did this year to make 2025 even better. And that is how I'm going to finish the year strong. Now, I'm going to urge all of you to take some action for yourselves. As we close out the year, I want you to take a moment to reflect. What did you learn about yourself this year? And what is at least one thing you did this year to make 2025 even better than it would have been? In the midst of that hard, in the midst of the grief, in the midst of being overwhelmed. And I'm going to go a little bit further because I like to push the envelope. If you email me what it was that you did to makingmelhealthinthehustle@gmail.com, I'm going to share it in the next episode. Because the list that I make tonight is going to be what I share with you on the next episode. So take a moment to reflect and send me a quick email. I would love to share the actions you took on behalf of yourself this year, and I'd like to share it out loud. So let's get out there and finish strong. Until then, onward and upward, my friends.